Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. So the third time's a charm, because this is literally the third time that I've tried to make this. My child ain't having it today. So what I got was Someone Is Feeling the Wreckage of Trying to Wreck You. The song I woke up with was Wreckage. It's called Wreckage by Imagine Dragons. If you have an opportunity to just listen to it, but it's basically saying like, or the message I'm getting is like, someone tried to wreck you. Someone tried to take you from the pedestal you put yourself on, like after a really long time of you like playing small, you keeping yourself small in order to please this person is what I heard. And they really wanted to take this empress status from you. They really wanted to, and it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a dude. What matters is like, you are very balanced, creative, loving, and they wanted to take this from you. They didn't want you birthing this new way of being into being. They didn't want you to create. They really wanted to be a distraction, 111 on the timer, to who you were becoming. They really wanted to bring you down, to make you feel small, to take your love and like squander it, right? And they really wanted to keep you in this place to where you were emotionally inept. They wanted to drain you emotionally, and I heard sacrally. Like they wanted to take your sacral energy and use it for their own, or they were for a very long time. They wanted to make it to where you didn't have anything to celebrate about, or you were just like stuck in despair, hopeless. 143 on the timer, which means I love you. And they really portrayed that they were this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? And that they were emotionally stable, when in all actuality, they weren't. They're very disconnected from their emotions and genuinely from who they want to be. That's why they're jealous of who you are and who you come off as, the way you shine. You know what I mean? They wanted to take that from you because they want to be portrayed as you are, right? So they were like trying to give to you from, oh, this actually came in the reverse, but it was, you are very balanced. That's why it came up like that though. This time around is you are very balanced, and they wanted to take that from you. And they also wanted to like continually give to you from a place of control. So 234 on the timer. So they wanted to make it seem like they were this loving, giving person, right? And they were giving from their heart space, when in all actuality, they were giving from a place of control, to control who you are, to control what you do, right? To keep you bound to them, right? And they wanted to keep you at war with yourself, to where you were constantly fighting to be passionate about the things you wanted to be passionate about, to do the things that you wanted to do, right? Like at war with yourself. And they're upset that they can't keep you unbalanced. They can't keep you juggling, and they can't juggle you, is what I heard. So yeah, and they wanted to keep you from planting your own seeds of like alignment, of groundedness, of like joy, happiness, of really like, see how he's like admiring this pentacle, and he's like, heck yeah. They wanted to keep you where they are. They're ungrounded, they're unwell, they're unhealthy, is what I heard. 333 on the timer. And they wanted to keep you in the same place that they are. Yeah, but you walked away from that situation, and you were like, no, this isn't serving me. I'm going to go towards my son. I'm going to go towards which I heard you may have a child, a son with this person, which makes it even harder. Yeah, see how there's like a child in there, and I heard son. So you may have a child with this person. Yeah, and they really wanted to keep you in this place to where you weren't, where you were anxious, where you were always wondering what they were doing, where you were always wondering why you weren't good enough or what you were doing wrong, right? And where you were planting seeds of doubt, negativity, fear. You weren't planting the seeds that you wanted to plant. You weren't being who you wanted to be, because you were walking on eggshells. Yeah, they are very lusty and very emotionally inept is what I heard. They're not connected to their emotions at all. And they really wanted their energy to drag you down into the depths of hell. 444 on the timer. Of their hell, right? Not even your own hell. They wanted you creating, hell on earth instead of heaven on earth. And that's why they're jealous of the way you shine. Yeah. Then they wanted you in this negative, or they may have a third party that is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is what I heard. But they wanted you bound to burden, constantly being burdened by who they thought you should be, right? And wondering why you weren't enough for them, because they ain't enough for you. No. Yeah, they wanted you bound by this heartbreak. They wanted you down and out. They really wanted to wreck your view of yourself. So now they're dealing with the wreckage of trying to wreck you. Funny how that works, huh? Funny how that works. But yeah, and they wanted to keep you like, but you're focused on your pinnacle, right? You're focused on your pinnacle, and you're not focused on this manipulative energy that they wanted to keep you in, right? You're focused on like yourself, your goals, your vision. Yeah, they were not victorious over trying to portray themselves as this not only spiritual leader, but like this lover. They were not able to convince you. They didn't have victory over this lover situation, over convincing you that you were unlovable, is what I heard. Yeah, and their control tactics didn't work. They were unable to control how you view yourself, and they were also unable to juggle you, is what I heard. Okay, let's get an oracle. Capacity for healing. When I pulled it out, though, I heard destruction of the environment. This destruction of this environment helped you to actually recognize like how much you can heal, and you've healed immensely just by leaving the situation. Yeah, see, and it gave you the fruition and realization of your dreams. It really helped you to empower yourself, to really own your energy, to recognize you are this empress. You are standing in sunshine. You are the light. You're meant to shine. Propagation of light, bro. Yeah, you're meant to shine. You're meant to like, see how he's like sharing this light with others? That's what you're meant to do. Yeah, and it helped you to truly tap into your discernment and know what, like, when to call a spade. You know what I mean? When to call a shitty. So that's good, right? All right, some of mine, and then we'll do a yes or a no. Crown chakra. See, okay, it might have been a different video where I said they were trying to mess with your crown, because I tried to do this 3 times so far. But crown chakra, spirit speaking. Spirit helped you to leave this situation and helped you through it, and is helping you also to stay away from this situation. Work from the heart, the perfect start. And then I also heard, what would someone who loves themselves do, right? And then leave. It would be leave this situation. So if you haven't already left this situation, you are being called to leave this situation, and Spirit's going to be guiding you through it. They're going to be assisting you. You're going to get little nuggets of freaking amazingness throughout this transition. And you're going to be so grateful that you left this situation behind, right? Let it be. Get a grip, trip on, and I heard, on who you want to be. Everything you want is found in the present moment. Gift, tap the skin. Shift your perspective. Yeah, from why is this happening to me to what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? We are being robbed by conveniences and easy fixes. Back to the basics. Salt bath, cleanse your energy. 222. That always gives me divine masculine and feminine balance, really becoming one with yourself and who you want to be. Invest in yourself. Yo, you deserve it. You need to work on your trust issues. Learn to trust yourself. Definitely. And I heard, like, before you move on to another situation, it's important to spend the appropriate amount of time alone, right? To learn to trust yourself again, right? So you're not bound to other people's visions or ideas of who you should be. If you're fully embodying who you want to be, right? And so give yourself an appropriate amount of time. Let's say you were, and I heard this, I can't remember from who exactly, but if you're in a relationship for 3 months, say, right? For every month, you need to be alone for 3 months. So if you were alone in a relationship for 3 months, you need to be alone for, maybe I'm forking this up, maybe it's 2 months for every month. You might want to look it up. Chat box or Google that shit. But yeah, it's important to be alone for the appropriate amount of time to like get to know yourself again, right? And like really 10 on the timer, really recognize what kept you in that relationship for so long and what you learned from it, right? And what you learned about what you want from a relationship and another person, right? Caught red-handed, what happens in the dark comes to light. This person not tried to bind you to them, as well as like sneak around, be shady, be shitty, so that they could really hurt you, really break your heart, really like make it to where you couldn't move forward. They tried to wreck you, bro. And now they're dealing with the wreckage of that. That's all I keep hearing. It's big. How have you been giving your power away, saying yes when you mean no, bro? Stop it. Bless everything. Hashtag magical. And even pray for these people that have hurt you or continually try to bring you down. They're scared of your power because they can't recognize their own. But you leaving this situation is no longer going to enable them. And they'll have to look at themselves. 11:11 on the timer. So, all right. Yes, what I know. Oh, all right. We'll do a cosmic insights. On the bottom, we have challenges. Make a decision and work on inner healing. It's time to heal this inner hurt that keeps attracting the same types of relationship, right? Whether it's your bosses, your parents, your freaking lovers, they're all kind of one and the same when it comes down to it. If you look at the energy, we're attracting the same people so that we can heal that wound, right? So let's heal so we can stop attracting that. Caution, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Funny how I was mentioning a boss. So you maybe, yeah, and someone tried to put a love spell on you, bro. It didn't work. And love spell in the reverse. So someone did try and bind you to them. So now they're getting all that energy they put into binding you back. And it's not fun. See, we have the magician popped up over here in my bag. So yeah, you're recognizing your divine path, as well as your divine mind, as well as your magic, and how powerful your intention is when you wield it wisely, right? Okay. Oh, I'm like, I can't find it, so just kidding. Okay, one more yes or no. We'll get a question in mind. Okay, we've got yes. I was going to say get open, but that's funny. It just says open to suggestions, front and center, steady. But so you are being called to open your heart, not to this person that broke you, but to life itself, to trusting yourself, to loving yourself, right? All right, guys, I hope this helps.